Welcome to this deep dive into the 2026 AI Engineer Roadmap. Today, we're unpacking a highly targeted blueprint of the current hiring landscape. If you're wondering exactly what the market is demanding right this second, and honestly, how to just survive this next massive wave of engineering, you are absolutely in the right place.
Right off the bat, we need to talk about a major trap. It's those critical portfolio mistakes that keep talented AI engineers totally invisible. You could literally have all the raw talent in the world, totally understand the math, but if you're making these specific portfolio errors, you're practically a ghost to the people writing the checks. The grace period for those rookie mistakes? Yeah, that's officially over.
Okay, let's look at the strict parameters of this blueprint, because they're incredibly telling. We're zeroing in exclusively on the United States market, dealing only in USD compensation, and sticking to a super tight 1,300 to 1,400 word limit. So no fluff, none. The industry knows exactly what it wants right now, and this blueprint gets straight to it without wasting a single syllable.
Part 1. Where the bar is rising.
And this brilliantly illustrates the massive shift we're seeing. What made you a standout candidate back in 2025? Well, today, that's just the bare minimum, if it's not totally obsolete. Seriously, thousands of aspiring AI engineers are going to find themselves completely trapped in the gap between last year's standard and today's aggressive new reality. The days of coasting into a high-paying AI gig just because you drop a few buzzwords? Gone. The bar isn't just creeping up, it is skyrocketing.
So what does this actually mean technically? Well, look at 2025. Back then, you could get by if you just knew how to call an API. Write a quick script, ping OpenAI, throw the text on a screen, and boom, you're an AI engineer. Not anymore. For 2026, recruiters are ruthlessly cutting those candidates. Today's standard demands real production and system design experience. They need to see that you can build resilient, scalable architectures. Can you handle rate limits, manage complex data pipelines, deploy actual enterprise-grade systems? They want that, not just a weekend chat app you built for your cat.
You really need to feel the urgency here. 2026 is absolutely no longer about playful exploration. It is about career survival and pure production execution. The market is maturing so incredibly fast. Companies, they aren't funding fun side projects anymore, right? They want immediate ROI. Meeting these rising standards, it's not just some optional resume booster. It's literally the baseline requirement to ensure you aren't completely priced out of the US market.
Moving into Part 2, the 4-part master roadmap. So how do we actually survive this and come out on top? You need a perfectly sequenced plan, 4 steps. 1. Understanding the landscape and the ladder. 2. Defining your skill path. 3. Mastering your portfolio and avoiding mistakes. And 4. Clearing the rising bar. Let's lock these in right now so you've got the whole map in your head.
All right, step 1, the landscape and ladder. This is all about situational awareness. Before you type a single line of code, you have to pinpoint your precise position in the current AI market hierarchy. Are you a junior implementer, a mid-level systems integrator, maybe a senior architect? You can't claim the ladder if you don't know which rung you're actually standing on and, crucially, what exact value the rung right above you demands.
Once you know your spot, step 2 kicks in, the skill path. And look, this is not about aimlessly binging random coding tutorials. It's a specific, rigorous technical progression. We're talking about the highly targeted growth you need to move up that ladder we just talked about. You have to systematically replace surface-level knowledge with a deep, foundational grasp of models, infrastructure, and deployment mechanics.
Which brings us to step 3, circling right back to our opening hook, portfolio and mistakes. You've got the skills, sure, but how do you actually prove them? This phase is about demonstrating undeniable capability while actively dodging those specific traps that get candidates instantly disqualified. Having a GitHub filled with basic API wrappers? Total red flag in 2026. Your portfolio has to be a curated showcase of complex problem solving, not just, copy-pasting a weekend tutorial. And that teases up perfectly for the final piece, the rising bar. This is the culmination of the whole roadmap. It's the ultimate upgrade from just playing around in the sandbox with API wrappers to stepping up into the big leagues of full system design execution. By the time you hit this stage, you aren't just participating in the AI ecosystem, you are literally engineering the infrastructure that powers it.
Part 3, your immediate mandate.
We've covered the strict parameters, the stark shift in standards, and the 4 steps to navigate it all. But honestly, vaguely telling yourself to keep learning just doesn't cut it anymore. The 2026 market simply does not reward passive players. So I'm leaving you with this. What is the one clear, specific action step you can take today? Not tomorrow, not next week.
today? Is it tearing down that basic API wrapper in your portfolio and swapping it for a localized, scalable deployment architecture? Is it mapping out your exact position on the career ladder? Whatever it is, figure it out and execute it right now. The bar has officially risen. The question is, are you going to clear it? Thanks for joining me for this breakdown, and I'll catch you next time.